Viseo.
U-Sports on CBC, presented by l'U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supply, Les Bagues Baron Rings, et par and by BioSteel.
Welcome to U-Sports on CBC and the 2025 U-Sports Men's Soccer Championship. My name is Desmond Thomas, live at Varsity Stadium in Toronto, Ontario, as we get set to bring you today's matchup between the 4th seed and Canada West champion Mount Royal University Cougars and the 8th seed RSEQ regular season champion UQTR Patriotes. The Mount Royal Cougars took a tight 2-1 victory over the Cape Breton University Capers yesterday afternoon. The Cougars, after joining U-Sports in only 2012, have appeared at the national championship only 2 years previously in 2023 and 2024. A win today would ensure that they will come away with a medal, which has eluded the Cougars in their previous 2 appearances. The UQTR Patriotes were involved in an all-time classic match yesterday night against the host team, Toronto Varsity Blues. The teams exchanged goals in the second, 25th, 41st, and 57th minutes. But as the game went to extra time, it was the substitute, Mohamed Ndai, who broke the deadlock and cement the victory for the Patriotes. A couple players to watch in the game today. Alexandre Marceau and Chanan Chanda for the MRU Cougars. Chanda had a goal against CBU in there. 2-1 win, and we'll take a look at the championship bracket. The Carabin de Montréal and York just played about an hour ago. York came out of that with a 2-0 win, so York will be advancing on to the gold medal game. Take a look at the head-to-head stats between these two teams. MRU 9-2-4 in the regular season. UQTR undefeated, 8-0-3 in the respective playoff series. MRU 2-0, and UQTR did drop a playoff series, a playoff loss. However, they were the RSEQ regular season champions, which secured them a berth in the U-Sport playoffs. When we come back, it's the opening kickoff as the UQTR Patriot face-off against the MRU Cougars. You're watching U-Sports on CBC.
Get the stories behind the glory. Watch
Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Delaney, territoire du Nord-Ouest. Le berceau du hockey. On y trouve une communauté riche en histoire et en tradition que Quaker voulait surprendre avec une toute nouvelle cantine déjeuner Quaker dans son aréna. En plus d'offrir notre avoine canadienne à grains entiers, la cantine est maintenant l'endroit pour se rassembler, manger et célébrer. Nous sommes fiers d'alimenter la passion du hockey dans son village d'origine, parce que peu importe d'où tu viens, t'es capable.
Hey, U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back to U Sports and the 2025 Men's Soccer Championship live from the Varsity Stadium in Toronto, Ontario. Is the final game of the day here at Varsity Stadium. The Mount Royal Cougars up against the UQTR Patriotes, both vying for a spot in the championship game on Sunday. A couple key players to watch out for in tonight's matchup for the UQTR Patriotes. It will be number 11, Alexandre Marceau, the 6-foot forward in his first year of eligibility from Simon, and played last at Simon Fraser University. Had 6 goals, 4 assists in the regular season for Les Patriotes, and a goal and an assist in Les Patriots' huge 3-2 win against U of T yesterday. And on the other side for the Mount Royal Cougars, it will be number 20, Chanan Chanda, the player to look out for, playing for his hometown team out of Calgary, Alberta. He had a goal in Mount Royal's 2-1 win against CBU yesterday evening. So it will be Chanda as the MRU Cougars won the coin flip to start with the ball. And we are underway in semifinal number 4 of the day. The Mount Royal University Cougars up against the UQTR Patriotes, both vying for a spot to take on the York University Lions in the gold medal game. That ball is out to touch immediately, and it will be a throw-in for the Mount Royal Cougars up on the far side. The Cougars in white, running from right to left on your screen. And Les Patriotes in black, running left to right. That throw-in taken quickly in is cleared away. And it's going to be an early corner in the game for the Cougars. Had 2 in yesterday's contest with Cape Breton. Up to take the corner will be Finn Marshall. And he goes low toward the top of the 6-yard box. It gets headed away from danger. Now back into the midfield. Pumped back to the near side. Onto it is Josh Flaxman. Near the penalty spot. It'll fall here. And Bechtel, nearly a chance, has that knocked away from him. And that's out to touch over on the far sideline. 2 changes for Les Patriotes and Shani Black in this game. So Minka on a red card. He's ineligible to play in tonight's matchup. And Jean-Gabriel Roy also out of the starting lineup this evening. And in will be number 6 Martel Khaté and number 25 Amin Zuhir, who came in as a substitute yesterday. Flaxman up on the near side. Strauss supporting, and now he has to get back and defend. Nice moves by Abassi. But it's back with Kudelka. Kudelka. Back into the middle and nervous for Josh Walter. As the ball skips away from him. Now Chanda up on the far side. And that's a free kick on the far side for the Cougars. Chanda waited for it to come to him. It was knocked away by Amin Zuhir. Now on the near side, here's Strauss. Pardon me, that's Green. And that pass from Sarge Strauss, the goalkeeper, who made 3 saves on 4 shots in yesterday's contest against the Cape Breton Capers. His pass a bit off the mark. So a throw in here deep for Olivier Martel-Raté. Drawing into the starting lineup out of Quebec City, Quebec. That stays in play. And a long ball into the heart of the 6-yard box gets cleared away from danger. That throw will be taken quickly by Levasseur. In the midfield, Chanda comes down to support. And once again out for another throw. Chanda trying to cause some confusion down there. The U Sport Rookie of the Year. 10 goals, 3 assists in his rookie campaign, and they're nearly stealing the ball away, forcing the back pass to La Charité. 11 saves on 13 shots for La Charité in yesterday's game against the Toronto Varsity Blues. And hustling here, a great press by Madi Abassi, but he'll be called on the foul as he clipped the goaltender, Sarge Strauss. And still laboring a bit. Gonna have to walk that off as something doesn't feel right with that right leg of his. But he'll have the chance to test it out here as he's urging all his players up the pitch. And a long goal kick. That leg seems to be all right, but he stumbles a bit after pushing it up. Through the middle of the pitch. That's chopped down. Bechtel tries to get to it on the near side. Lalonde plays an overlap. Green couldn't slide and knock it away. It's played back to Strauss on his left. Does get a relatively good clear. Marceau plays that in. And it's gobbled up. Back to Strauss. With this large contingent of UQTR supporters still remaining very vocal, that's offside. As Hun Soo Yu was looking to get goal side. Amin Zuhir out of Montreal, Quebec. Appeared only in 1 game throughout the regular season for the UQTR Patriotes, but here he'll patrol the back line to try to help his team, the 8th seed, win a berth to the gold medal game. Sulem. Join U Sports on CBC for wall-to-wall coverage of the beautiful game as the 8 best women's university teams are in Hamilton this week for the U Sports Women's Soccer Championship. Catch every moment of the exciting action from McMaster University. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. Good look at Alexandre Marceau there. Keep a close eye on him as the game progresses. MRU in possession on the far side. Bechtel trying to test, that got blocked. Well, out of that shot from Finn Marshall. Throw one on the far side for the Cougars. Brought back to Tim Bechtel. And they'll reset with the skipper, Kemsley. Stolen. In the midfield, excellent work by Palassois. And that long, played forward, the flag stays down, and that just glances off the fingertips of Sarge Strauss. A great early chance for UQTR. Strauss holding the fort. Take another look at that here. Excellent run and strike up the far wing from Émile Boivin. And now it will be a corner kick for UQTR. Boivin to deliver on his right. Sweeps that in dangerously to the back post, headed back into the fray and just over top of the bar. UQTR coming close to opening the scoring in this pivotal game. In yesterday's game against U of T, it was Marceau at a minute 16 into the first half who broke the no-score deadlock. The two teams would trade goals back and forth. Émile Boivin also on the score sheet for UQTR until Mohamed Ndai, the substitute, who not on the pitch here, but is also certainly a player to watch when he will inevitably be substituted on. Boivin. And on the near side, oh, good tackle from Green. And a smart play by Kemsley to let that ball fall all the way back to Sarge Strauss. Good pressure from Marceau, and that looked to escape the field of play, and it's going to be a corner kick. Excellent pressure again from UQTR, and MRU on their heels right now. Ruben Kadelka forced into that error. UQTR showing that they might go short off the corner flag. This set play. And it is Boivin to loop that ball in. Some rehearsed antics with him and Levasseur off the corner flag. I'd love to see them try that again. And now a throw in deep in the MRU half, and Green really has to launch this one. And it does go off of Lalonde. So MRU will gain considerable yardage here. Joseph Green, the first year from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Had an assist against Trinity Western in the Canada West playoffs. Now they'll switch the far side. Levasseur moving up. Now Soulem. He'll drop it with good pressure being played by Rogers. Moving up the pitch. We'll take another look at what happened to Pierre-Antoine Palassois on the replay, also favoring that right leg. Palassois, oh, and just got clipped in the face by Tim Bechtel. Hard to see in real time what happened, but Bechtel is lucky to get away with that, but MRU countering quickly back the other way. Here's Flaxman. Flaxman to his right, cross the face of goal. And Chanda can't believe he missed. After a lot of good chances at the other end of the pitch for UQTR, we see how fast these Cougars are in transition. Flaxman, a lovely run, and somehow Chanda was too fast for the play as the ball came in behind him. Green. Along the near touchline. Hassled here by Martel Raté. Here's Flaxman. Flaxman trying to make another run into the box. Flaxman drops it back. And howls from the crowd as Flaxman was sent spilling. Still down in the Toronto end zone.
The referee has awarded a penalty shot.
And it's going to be a penalty. Awarded by the official as Josh Flaxman was sent to the turf. And MRU is going to have a chance to open the scoring. What a moment, what a decision. In the 16th minute of play here by the official, and who else would it be to take it? But Chanaan Chanda, the U-Sport Rookie of the Year. The Canada West Second Team All-Star, Canada West All-Rookie, and the Canada West Rookie of the Year.
Let's go, Cougars! Cougar attack!
Chanaan Chanda in the 16th minute to open the scoring and put his team one step closer to the gold medal game. Chanda! Cool as you like. Back of the net, dead center. And it's 1-0 for MRU. And La Charité guessed right. And the ball went past his sprawling legs. MRU, no stranger to penalty kicks,
Mount Royal Cougars
as their semifinal against the Victoria Vikes went to 10 rounds and ended up winning that 10-9 on PKs.
That's Chandler for the penalty spot.
And in that game, Trenan Chandler really came up huge as well with 2 goals for his side, as now UQTR trying to respond. One of their players down in the box. That's Alexandre Marceau. Now Zuhir. Making a good run up the far side. And that's out. And it will be a corner kick, another one for UQTR. Their 3rd corner of the match upcoming. All from the same flag, I believe. As they're down 1-0 here in this championship semifinal. It's Levasseur and Boivin lining up over it again, and Boivin loops that in. It's punched away by Strauss. And he clears the danger very well. And now MRU, Flaxman, plays that long ball up. And La Charité will knock it forward. Cheeky flick on by Marceau. Now Chanda in the midfield. He's dispossessed. And Martel Raté will reset. Martel Raté. And now Soulem. CBC is your home for the Vanier Cup playoffs. Catch the 2025 UTEC and Mitchell Bulls next Saturday, beginning at noon Eastern Time, and the 60th Vanier Cup Championship game from Mosaic Stadium in Regina at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on November 22nd. Catch complete coverage of the Vanier Cup on CBC Television, CBC Gem, and cbcsports.ca. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. Now that's a nice play from Lalonde in the midfield, and he gets it to Marceau. Long ball played into the 18-yard box, but on a wing and a prayer as Abassi was nowhere near that. Nearly 20 minutes gone, and MRU off a penalty kick has a 1-0 lead here. La Charité now 1-for-1 on PKs in his U Sports 2025 men's soccer tournament. He stopped Osorio yesterday in the game against U of T. But was unable to stop the U Sport Rookie of the Year. And now another free kick awarded to MRU. Walter will stand over top of it. Walter loops that ball in. Near side, Green got a head to it. Lalonde bats it away. And now UQTR trying to turn back as Abassi had the ball at his feet but just ran out of real estate. Good work from Rogers. As it's still misting here at Varsity Stadium in Toronto. It's been wet all day. Now Chanda plays it back. Good one-touch passing here from the Cougars, trying to get out of this sideline trap, and now Green down to the turf. And we'll step aside now for a word from one of our sponsors. Far side of the pitch. Abassi making a run right up the middle. Boivin forced back all the way to La Charité. Zuhir. Now Boivin. He'll reset with Zuhir again as UQTR looks to find a way through this clogged midfield. Rogers, Flaxman, and Chanda doing a great job of holding a high line. And there's Bechtel knocking that ball away. Ryu has to hustle back, and now UQTR in a good attacking position here. And Ryu, that looked like a bit of a forearm shiver from him, but the play stays on. He gets nutmegged through into the box, and that's out to touch. It will be another corner kick for Les Patriotes. So we take a look at Pierre-Antoine Palassois, the 5'6" midfielder in his fifth year of eligibility from France. Appeared in no games through the regular season and now starts in the most important game of 2025 for UQTR. Boivin and Levasseur lining up over it again. Boivin to the near post and nearly flicked on by Soulem. That goes past the near post, and Strauss, it'll be his goal kick. Out of Stocksdorf, Germany, the health and physical education major. Through 14 games played, had 6 shutouts for Mount Royal, only allowing 13 goals against, a record of 8-1-5. Off that free kick, MRU will take it quickly. Walter played that up. Ryu looked like he was clipped, and advantage not played. And if you're MRU, you gotta kind of pick your battle here, and a yellow card being shown to the aforementioned Pierre-Antoine Palassois. Take a look at that collision here. Palassois, just clipping Ryu on the inside of the knee. And it will be Walter again to deliver this ball through for the Cougars. Walter looking for the head of Green. Green's down in the box. Play still alive. Battling for the ball is Kemsley, and it's chopped down the pitch. Ryu will reset with Strauss. And that is a Cougars throw-in on the far side. Boivin thought it might have been his ball. Shots on goal, 2-1 in favor of UQTR. But it's the one that counted off the spot kick. And we have a Cougar down in the left corner of the pitch. Not sure who that is at the moment for the Cougars. And on the far side, Chanda was the injured Cougar, so he's got to step off for now. He looks to be all right over on the far side. He'll be able to rejoin the play once it resumes. And Chanda back into it, and the Cougars in possession Flaxman looking for the ball up the near side. That got knocked away. Lalonde, now Green. Green in a battle with Lalonde. Ball gets through to Chanda. Chanda, a couple nice moves there away from Palassois.
Control, Cougars, control!
Ryu looking for the 1-2 punch up the far side. And Walter will take that free kick quickly. Up the far side and taken down in the box. And nothing will come from that. Another good run from Ryu. Gabriel Levasseur's got to be careful as Ryu, a good run into the box and jockeying for position. All ball, excellent challenge. Well done by Levasseur. Now that low ball is chopped away by Levasseur. Comes to the top of the box. Rogers got knocked down, and now Abassi back in control for UQTR, and they press up the other way. Through the middle of the pitch, Boivin ran into a couple of Cougars, and the attack still on. Here's Marshall on the near sideline. Marceau, pardon me. Nice throw in for UQTR. Martel Khaté. Everybody forming in the 18-yard box. His long bid is headed away by Ryu. Now Green. Up the near side, and a chance here for the Cougars as they cross it into the top of the box. Good defending here from the seat of his pants. And out to center for Lalonde. The two top teams in Canadian football descend on Mosaic Stadium in Regina for the 60th Vanier Cup. Next Saturday, November 22nd. Get your tickets for the Party on the Prairies by visiting usportstickets.ca. The 2025 Vanier Cup on November 22nd in Regina. Chase the glory. Martel Khaté from the byline. Gets it back from Lalonde. Looks to play it to the top. It got batted away. Boisvert. Martel Khaté again off the boot of Green. And not out for a corner will be another throw-in. Taken quickly. In for Lalonde. Shimmy shakes around a couple of defensive checks, and he got the ball shot right back at him. Martel Khaté high to the back post, and Strauss, an easy claim for him. And he'll kill as much time as possible. UQTR faithful urging on their squad. Down by a goal off a spot kick conversion by Chanan Chanda. Ryu wins that on the far side and sends it up. Thrown on the far side for Levasseur. Through the midfield, Green steps up, able to steal that away and get away from Lalonde. Green now, more work to do, has options in the middle. Walter gets it right back and plays it through, looking for Marshall. And that pass too far in front of him. Taken quickly, UQTR trying to get out of their own half. Won't be able to as it's cut off by Ryu on the far side of the pitch. Playing catch with Walter, he'll force Green back. Green looking for the 1-2. Gets it back from Bechtel. And that's out to touch again. Going for UQTR. Oh, nearly a good steal from Marshall, but protecting the ball very well is Boisvert. And he got it over to the far side, Levasseur. Watched by Marshall. Chanda pressing, never seems to run out of energy. La Charité. Now Boivin. And through the midfield, that gets intercepted by Bechtel. And Bechtel steaming up on the far side will keep going. Chana tries to take over, goes spilling to the turf. Bechtel is in offside. And Chanda now clutching at his left hamstring and his knee seems to be the issue. Take a look at that collision. It looked like a big one. As Chanda threw and landed very hard, and he's up and to his feet. So he'll be able to stay in this contest, which is fantastic to see if you're an MRU fan. Lalonde unable to keep that in play. Green will take this. Green gets it right back off the restart from Walter. Out of Calgary, Alberta, the 5'10 midfielder. And now on the far side, a ball into the box, nearly poked towards the goal. Zuhir does clear it out for a corner. So another corner kick upcoming for Mount Royal. This will be their third of the night. UQTR already up to 4 on the game. And to take it will be Skylar Rogers. He'll leave that off. No. For Walters, it's played in. Ryu steps up in the midfield, and Green hacks it that wildly, but it'll fall back to La Charité. Heaves that ball up the pitch. A great punt, and bravely up is Kudelka. And he wins it back for MRU. Sells out to play it through. Chanda tries to tip that through. Out to touch again, and now we'll hear from one of our sponsors.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
So Madi Abassi, the Golden Boot winner in the RSAQ, subbed out. And number 19, Rafael Lassalle, comes into the match. But I'm sure that is not the last that we'll see of Madi Abassi in this game. His team down by a goal. About 9 minutes away from halftime. Another acrobatic clearance by Levasseur. UQTR controlling their back four. Gotta be careful here. Bringing it up through the middle of the pitch. Boisvert got away from it, but now the Cougars control. Strauss Plays that across. Kudelka. Looking for a long through ball to Flaxman. As Ryu tries to bring that down. Now Marshall. That's a lovely ball through and just tipped away by La Charité. It'll go out for a corner kick. And La Charité not too pleased with the defending from his team. Sprawling out to his right to make that save on Josh Flaxman. So the fourth corner in the game upcoming for the Mount Royal Cougars. Martel Raté patrolling the front post. Finn Marshall delivers. A low ball that's batted away. And Marshall wildly in off the corner flag. Sends that out to touch. Throw in for UQTR on the far side of the pitch. Chanda down there along with Rogers to try to win that back. Headed forward by Kemsley. Oh, one back very nicely by MRU. Here's Flaxman. Makes a nice move to get away from danger. Now tries to test. Appeals for handball. Might have caught Sulem in the upper arm, but no call from the official. Green. As the Patriots, the fans here in attendance, becoming exceedingly vocal. And we have a chant battle going on right now in the stands at Varsity Stadium. Headed down by Sulem. And now Lasai on the near side. Tries to make a run. The ball will come to him. Lasai charging into the 18-yard box. Comes back. Kemsley goes to ground. Lasai crosses that back in, and that's a wild clearance that somehow works out for Kemsley. And that's a good tackle from Chanda as the ball is out to touch. Martel Raté. Off. Barsu. Lalonde trying to win that back. Tough collision with Kudelka. And that's out to touch again. UQTR quickly off the throw, and that's intercepted though. Coming back was Marshall. And now Chanda in the midfield. Good battle there with Zuhir, and Chanda still going. Shoved off stride by Boisvert. And that will be a foul awarded. Taken quickly by the Cougars as they push up the pitch. Marshall gets knocked off stride. And it's heaved back into the midfield. Put right back in play by Kudelka. And that attempt from Marshall is off the mark, and we'll step aside for a word from one of our sponsors.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory. MRU
still in possession here as they've had the lion's share, or I guess I should say the Cougars' share of possession in the last few moments. Three minutes until the 45. We should have a couple minutes of time added on at the end of the half, as Green has that go sailing over his head. Back by Flaxman. And forward again by Sulem. Battle for it with Green. And Lasai. And Green and Lasai exchanging pleasantries, but it will be a throw-in for MRU. Off of Martel Khaté, the 5'11" midfielder in his second year. Green again. A low throw-in, taken along the deck, and a good battle, a couple of jersey tugs as Poivert is lucky to get away with that one, but there's a lot of things that go uncalled throughout any given soccer match. Green has to get through two, can't. And it will be a throw-in back to the Cougars. Bechtel. And now Green chops that through. Chanda has some space here, top of the 18. Chanda! And that, not his best work, but had Zuhir wrapped up all over him. And now out into the midfield. Three players collide. Everybody back up okay. Marceau looked like he got the worst of that collision, but now is on the ball. Plays a through pass over to the far wing, but that's too far ahead of Boivin. Sarge Strauss urging everybody to move up the pitch. That's a nice foot from Sulem to chop the ball down, and now on the near side, intercepted by Rogers, out to touch. It will be UQTR throw-in. As we've hit the 45-minute mark, there will be an additional minimum of 2 minutes added to the end of this half. As Ryu leaves that for Strauss, and he punts it up the pitch. Levasseur quickly to Palassois. And Zuhir calmly, but perhaps too calm, as now he has to hustle back and defend. It does go out to touch. It's a UQTR throw-in again. And Levasseur has to back up a couple of paces and plays a zippy ball into the middle. He was just hoping it would find one of his teammates, and it did. And now Lasai up the near side as they look to try to knot the game up at the end of the first half. But great defensive work from Bechtel, stealing the ball away. And now Flaxman. And Flaxman down along the near side. Foul called against him. Take a look at that collision between Flaxman and Boisvert. So as we must be nearing the 2-minute mark of this added time at the end of the first half, perhaps the last kick here for Walter and the MRU Cougars. Walter high to the top of the box, flicked along, and it will be shielded so Palassois can get to it. And that's it. For the first 45 minutes of play, the Mount Royal University Cougars 45 minutes away from a chance for their first ever U Sport gold medal. After the break, it's the U Sport halftime report, where we'll spend time with Alexandre Marceau of the UQTR Patriotes and Alex Clemsley of Mount Royal. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe, no matter where you're from, you've got this.
Unbelievable! History has repeated itself!
Get the stories behind the glory. Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Thirsty? With 5 essential electrolytes and 0 sugar, BioSteel is the game changer you've been looking for. All of the good stuff with no extras and no gimmicks, just clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Steel sharpens steel.
The rules are simple. When I say go, each contestant is going to spin 3 times around their back, kick the ball through the cones, complete.
Welcome back to U Sports on CBC. I'm Desmond Thomas. After the first 45 minutes, the Mount Royal Cougars lead the UQTR Patriotes by a score of 1-0. And now it's time to spend 2 minutes with Alexandre Marceau of the UQTR Patriotes.
Alexandre Marceau, attaquant de pointe, et j'étudie en kinésiologie. J'ai commencé moi aussi à 4 ans. Mes amis jouent au soccer, fait, moi aussi je me suis mis à jouer avec eux, puis j'ai pris plaisir. Puis j'ai vu que j'avais un certain talent dans ce sport-là, puis j'ai jamais arrêté depuis. L'attaquant ambidex, bon des 2 pieds, avec une bonne finition, puis aussi qui peut amener du sport dans le jeu pour essayer de build up puis avancer l'attaque vers le plus dans le dernier tiers. Moi, c'est dans le plaisir que je prends avec les gars chaque jour. Ça, c'est mon succès au quotidien. C'est juste d'avoir le sourire quand j'ai joué puis de m'amuser. Moi, j'ai avec Ronaldo pour son éthique de travail chaque jour. Puis, il est sans faille. Pour de vrai, c'est un humain qui est sharp dans toutes les sphères de sa vie. C'est de se présenter chaque jour avec le sourire puis d'être à leur 100%. Puis juste qu'on s'amuse ensemble. C'est comme ça qu'on s'améliore, je pense. Puis de se repousser un et l'autre. C'est comme ça. Comme avec les gars, on dit, c'est vraiment la cohésion. C'est une famille, ce groupe-là, depuis le début. Dès le début, ça a été une chimie spéciale. Puis c'est vraiment ça qui nous a poussé toute la saison à avoir une belle saison invaincue puis d'être ici aujourd'hui. Moi, j'ai allé en 2022 gagner les Jeux du Canada avec Team Québec.
Le sport en direct sur ici-tout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles. Des athlètes de grand talent. Des sports de haut niveau. Tout ça sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est simple et gratuit sur ici-tout.tv.
Delaney, territoire du Nord-Ouest. Le berceau du hockey. On y trouve une communauté riche en histoire et en tradition que Quaker voulait surprendre avec une toute nouvelle cantine déjeuner Quaker dans son aréna. En plus d'offrir notre avoine canadienne à grains entiers, la cantine est maintenant l'endroit pour se rassembler, manger et célébrer. Nous sommes fiers d'alimenter la passion du hockey dans son village d'origine, parce que peu importe d'où tu viens, t'es capable.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Elle revient toujours. Impossible de t'en débarrasser. Nicotine. Si elle entre dans ta vie, elle ne te lâche plus. Même consommée occasionnellement, la nicotine peut provoquer une dépendance.
Welcome back to U Sports on CBC. After 45 minutes of play in this championship semifinal, the Mount Royal Cougars lead the Patriotes by a score of 1-0, and now it's time to spend 2 minutes with Alex Kemsley of the Mount Royal University Cougars.
I'm Alex Kemsley. I'm a fourth-year business management student at MRU. First started playing soccer when I was, probably like 5 years old. Mainly because my dad forced me to. He's a massive soccer fan, and yeah, I had no choice really. So soccer was the only one for me, and I'm glad he put me into that scenario because I love it. I'm a defender that reads the game well, loves an aerial duel, and likes to get forward as well and chip in with a couple of assists, maybe a goal. For me, success looks like, just having that feeling inside of you when you get into that locker room. Well, normally it's after a win, obviously, but just being together with the lads. Someone I looked up to is my family, my mum, my dad in particular. They're inspiration to me and have given me this opportunity to come to MRU, move across the world to Canada. So yeah, without them, I really wouldn't be nothing, and yeah, I thank them for everything they've done for me. Well, they just fill me with confidence. Like, I'd say when I came to MRU 4 years ago, I was very shy and didn't have much personality and belief in myself, but now I feel so confident going onto the pitch every game, and that is mainly down to them. They are like my brothers and I love them a lot. At the start of the season, I feel like people had written us off because we'd lost 5 or 6 great players for the program, but we've really rallied this season and shown that we're still a very top program, and yeah, just belief, resilience and hard work is the reason we've had this success. I'd have to be the other day to captain the team to a Canada West Championship was an incredible achievement, not just for me personally, but for the university itself. Being a youth sports student athlete is a lot of hard work, I'd say. You've got to manage a lot of things with your school, with your sport and just your life in general. So there's a lot to manage, but I think most youth sports athletes would say they love it and would not change it for the world.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
U Sports on CBC, presented by l'U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supply, Les Bagues Baron Rings, et par and by BioSteel.
Welcome back to U Sports on CBC and the 2025 U Sports Men's Soccer Championship. We're live from Toronto, Ontario at Varsity Stadium on the campus of the University of Toronto. After the first half, the Mount Royal University Cougars lead the UQTR Patriotes by a score of 1-0. And let's take a look at the goal that got us to where we are. In that first half, it was none other than the U Sport Rookie of the Year, Chanan Chanda. A penalty spot kick deposited neatly right through the heart of the net. It was Josh Flaxman who drew the foul as he went down in the 18-yard box. As we'll take a look at the championship seedings to start the tournament, and things have gotten all screwed around as Toronto Varsity Blues, the 1 seed, will now be playing for 5th tomorrow. The Catabanda Montreal will be playing for 3rd. The Dalhousie Tigers, their road is done at seed 3. Mount Royal Cougars at 4 here in this game, lead 1-0. Cape Breton Capers at 5, their tournament's done. The York Lions will play for gold on Sunday at 6. The UBC Thunderbirds will play for 5. And the UQTR Patriotes here in this game at the 8th seed will bid for the gold medal if they can start a comeback in this match against the MRU Cougars. Take a look at some of the stats after the first half. Shot attempts for both these teams, 6-6. Shots on goal, UQTR Patriot 2 to MRU's 1. So they haven't registered a shot on goal other than the spot kick. So that's got to be, on one end, slightly concerning for MRU. If they want to try to keep the win in this game and keep the lead, they're going to have to get more toward Mathieu Lacharité, because one shot on goal and that coming from PK is not going to be enough, especially if they're looking to win the gold medal as they move on perhaps to the Sunday game. But UQTR with 2 shots on goal, and Sarge Strauss has been equal to the task thus far. Allowed only 13 goals against in the regular season. Did Sarge Strauss a record of 8-1-5 and had 6 clean sheets in 2025. As we look to get back underway here in the final half of day number 2 at the 2025 U Sports Men's Soccer Championship on CBC. 45 minutes to go, and UQTR will start with the ball. Boivin, who delivered so many corner kicks in that first half. The corners 4-4 through the first 45 minutes of play. And Lacharité, well out of his net. The referee holding for a dramatic pause. And we'll get back underway. Or perhaps we won't. You ever seen a false start in soccer? Well, you have now. Even though the official blew his whistle. Confusing times. We'll try it again. Maybe this time. Oh, perhaps not. And there we go. As Chanda was hot out of the gate, as he false started on the first occasion and nearly did it twice. Definitely a flag on the play. This is football after all. Lacharité. And that's headed back by Green. Now up the far side of the pitch. It'll be out for a Cougars throw. Couple substitutions for UQTR at half. Which will become apparent as the game goes on. Now here's Ryu. Down the far side. Plays that ball nicely. It stays inside the field of play. MRU pressing here. And what a chance right in front of the net for the Cougars to double their lead. Skylar Rogers. Hands to his head. As Marshall is taken down, and Levasseur also can't believe that call. Nonetheless, it will be a free kick for the Cougars in a good crossing position. And watch out for Chanan Chanda. He's deadly off of crossed balls. Tied the game on October the 25th in the semifinal against the Vikes off of a cross. And got the game winner off a cross in the Canada West final against UBC. Walter delivers that ball in. It's headed away by Lalonde. And now lumped down the pitch again. Strauss. Quick feet at the sideline. Didn't want to risk it going out onto the slick track here at U of T. As the mist continues to slick the pitch, the back four and the goaltenders have to be so cognizant of any long balls played through along this slick turf. They will skid and slide and really take you by surprise. And Rogers now on the ball, gets past Levasseur, lays it off for Chanda. And Chanda dispossessed here. And now Bechtel. Bechtel still on it, looks to cross it in to the back post and flicked away. Levasseur will volley it out into the midfield. Green couldn't get the first touch, and then he's jumped on by Palassois. And I don't know how you can protest that if you're Palassois, to be quite honest. As we take another look at that challenge here, as MRU tries to play it back in. Substitution I've noticed is that Mohamed Ndai is into the game for Les Patriotes. Scored the game-winning goal against the University of Toronto Varsity Blues in extra time yesterday night. It was only a matter of time before he came into the game. And Boivin called on a foul against Ryu. So another free kick for the Cougars to try to add to their lead here in the second half. Maybe a half chance for Bechtel. And Ryu knocks that forward, and a long volley attempt will go high and over top of the net by Marshall. So let's keep our eye on Mohamed Ndai, the 6'1" midfielder from Trois-Rivières. Hometown boy. Now he'll be on it here in a battle with Kudelka. But Kudelka gets the better of that. Now UQTR in on the press. Over on the far side. It'll be cleared from danger. Martel Khati gets us back underway. On the far side, it'll go out again as the Cougars move up the pitch, yard by yard. But should be in absolutely no rush to try to force the issue, now up by a goal. Green. Long bombs that throw. And Soulem will return to sender. Headed back by Green. Palassois tries to get goal side, and he's all crossed up on the far wing. As it's finally sent back towards La Charité, and he'll scoop it up. Finds an option on the far side. Green steps up. And into the midfield. An excellent step up from Zuhir. But the Cougars trying to turn it back the other way, Chanda. Advantage will be played here as Chanda was knocked down by Ndai. And Zuhir plays it back to La Charité. Not the best back passes. La Charité had to scoop it out. And now Ryu on the ball, hounded by 3 Patriotes. And now it's taken back by Marshall. Ryu on the overlap. Ryu cuts back on his left, fires, parried away, and it'll be out for a corner kick. Join U Sports on CBC for wall-to-wall coverage of the beautiful game as the 8 best women's university teams are in Hamilton this week for the U Sports Women's Soccer Championship. Catch every moment of the exciting action from McMaster University. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. So out for a corner kick. Off the parry from La Charité. Finn Marshall to deliver again. High into the back post and parried away by La Charité again. A couple whacks at it. And finally Boivin able to get the clear. And now surging up the far side of the pitch. Unable to get loose was Rafael Assay. We'll take another look at that last good save from La Charité as Ryu, the 4th-year defender, in and had a good crack towards goal. Now Martel Khaté sends that in. Lassalle back to Martel Khaté, and Green knifes it away. Caught up in the midfield. Tracking back is Desjardins into the game as a substitute in this second half. And another substitution coming for the UQTR Patriotes. Into the game is number 21, Justin Akili, 5'7" defender out of Kinema, Burundi. Appeared in all 12 games for the Patriotes this season. So Levasseur will take a seat. Out on the far side of the pitch. It'll be sent back in by Joseph Green. And UQTR will send it the other way. They're throwing now. Green. So good at reading the play and has had such a solid tournament for the Mount Royal Cougars. Strauss will get us back underway as he lofts that up into the midfield. Palassois rose to try to meet it. And now juggling the ball, Achille. Now sent forward. Ndai trying to hunt down that ball, but he was in offside. As he was just over the halfway line before that ball was delivered. Strauss, as he sends his Cougars up the pitch. Now Chanda will be on this here, takes a tumble. Zuhair and Chanda battle the ball, does escape the touchline. Oh, and I don't know about that. That's too harsh from the official. If it was just for poking the ball, that's too much. I mean, we might get another look at it, but for Finn Marshall to get a yellow card off of that, I mean, the ball moved like 5 feet. And yeah, just poking it away a little bit, but he didn't clear it all the way into the end zone. In my opinion, that is a harsh yellow card to be awarded to Marshall. Off the restart, Lalonde comes in, shows short. And Ryu will take this throw in. The business major played for the Calgary Rangers in League One Ontario. Oh, pardon me, in League One in Alberta. Achille, second half substitute. He goes short here with Ndai, but it's taken back by the Cougars. Finn Marshall gets past, and still along the touchline, and it's loose in the box, and that shot is blocked. Following up is Bechtel, just outside of the laces, and he sent it knifing past the near post. And Achille, maybe fresh, but getting absolutely dusted on the sideline, along with Zuhair. Those two defenders have got to do better. Oh, and that looked like a stiff arm on the far side of the pitch. CBC is your home for the Vanier Cup playoffs. Catch the 2025 UTEC and Mitchell Bowls next Saturday beginning at noon Eastern Time, and the 60th Vanier Cup Championship game from Mosaic Stadium in Regina at 2 p.m. Eastern on November 22nd. Catch complete coverage of the Vanier Cup on CBC Television, CBC Gem, and CBCSports.ca. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. And that goes off of the knee of Zuhair, and it's a corner saved by La Charité. Oh, Marshall getting past a couple, but couldn't break his way into the box, and spilling out on the near touchline is Marceau. He'll win the free kick and send it to the far side. Green heads that back. Now a long ball played up. Marceau heads it down. Still in the battle here with Ryu. And a chance here in the box for UQTR as Ndai got taken down. They'll keep the ball off the throw-in in their own half now. Akili. Back to Zuhir. The 6'1" defender out of Montreal. Zuhir head up. Looks for a passing option. Goes long and it's intercepted by Ryu, but UQTR will take it back. Boivin, and now switch to the far side. Biden die. Oh, a bit too cute from Flaxman. And MRU forced to play it out to touch. Excellent pressure from Les Patriotes. And now down in the 18-yard box is Sarge Strauss, the MRU goalkeeper. And the athletic training staff being waved over here.
For the Cougars in the 62nd minute, now the national 19, Clement Gois, replacing number 11, Finn Marshall. That's Gois for Marshall in the 62nd.
And we'll step aside now as Strauss gets tended to for a word from one of our sponsors. So take a look at the UQTR sideline. Sarge Strauss still getting tended to, as it's not exactly prime playing conditions right now at 8:27 p.m. local time. Feels like 8 degrees out here in Toronto. Windy and humid and very misty. But Sarge Strauss able to get back up and stay in this game. As that ball's out to touch, but first a handball called. So it's going to be a free kick for Les Patriotes in a pretty good position. It'll be off the referee's whistle. And standing over it is Boivin and Akili. Two-player wall for the Cougars. Ryu and Clement Goy, into the game as a second half substitute. Boivin curls that in, and pushing and shoving snuffs that opportunity for the Cougars as a free kick awarded to Les Patriotes. Sent forward by Strauss. And through the midfield, Rogers able to win it. At least a throw-in. And Green gaining a lot of yards, slowly walking up the pitch. Now through on the far side, Chanda trying to break in. And that will be a foul called against the Cougars on the far side of the pitch. So Soulem, Dorian Soulem, the 6'2" defender out of Castres, France. Played all 12 games for UQTR this season, had 2 goals and an assist. And back come the Cougars. Played forward by Rogers, now Chanda. In the midfield, lays it off for Bechtel, takes it to the inside, tries to win it back. His first touch was too heavy, and now a big collision, and Boivin called on the foul. I don't know, we'll have to take another look at it, as it was Ryu who was charging towards Boisvert, and it's Boisvert on the ball, and yeah, so the right foot of Boisvert does come out and clip Ryu. And a free kick here for the Cougars. And Walter. The two top teams in Canadian football descend on Mosaic Stadium in Regina for the 60th Vanier Cup, Saturday, November 22nd. Get your tickets for the Party on the Prairies by visiting usportstickets.ca. The 2025 Vanier Cup on November 22nd in Regina. Chase the glory. And the Cougars looking for glory here as they're one up over Les Patriotes. A win here would send them to the finals. A chance to clinch a gold medal and their first ever medal in the U Sports Men's Soccer Playoffs. Since joining U Sports in 2012, they're up by a goal here. A ball played to the back post off the head of Chanda. La Charité distributes quickly. Marceau on the near side. UQTR needs him to get hot and fast. A goal and an assist versus U of T yesterday. Boivin brings that through. Achille can't advance it any further, but he does win a throw-in on the near side. Achille forced back by good pressure from Bechtel. Zohir. And Soulem. In the midfield is Desjardins. As we take another look at that clip on the far side by Lassalle. That long free kick taken. And now UQTR back in transition. Here's Marceau. Marceau tries to test from distance. Bechtel blocked that. It's out for a corner. The fifth corner of the game for UQTR. And Boivin stands over it and delivers high to the back post. Out to punches Strauss. Good connection to it. And then that volley attempt up and over the bar by Desjardins. 5'9" midfielder from Blainville. Appeared in 6 regular season games for UQTR this season. 2 assists for 2 points. And Sarge Strauss wants nothing to do with playing from the back, wants the ball nowhere near his crease. MRU has that taken away from them, and now Ndai stripped to the ball, and that pass was intercepted. Here's Ryu. For the Cougars, Bechtel will reset. Kemsley. Far side, and Green taken down. Another look at Green trying to get through. Would have been a nice move, but Raphael Lassalle played the body, knocked the ball. 70 minutes gone here in this 2025 U Sports Men's Championship semifinal. The winner of this game will move on to face the York Lions in the gold medal game. Green plays it up on the far touchline. And it is shielded out to touch by Sulem. Boivin. Back to Zoo here. And now a good battle in the midfield as it's poked through, and Chanda might be in here. Chanda! And that might seal it. His second goal of the game. It's 2-0 for the Cougars. With under 20 to play. What a run up the near side. And really all thanks to Walter, who was fending off the defense of Mohamed Ndai. Through the midfield, Walter should get at least 50% of the credit for that. Of course, it was an excellent finish from Chanda, but Walter through the midfield. What a run from him. And now it's quite a hole that UQTR's found themselves in now. Down 2-0.
Mount Royal Cougars goal. He's checking into the match. Scored by number 20, Chanda.
Boivin.
Assisted by number 10, Jonathan Walter. That's Chanda's.
Plays the far side.
From Walter, time of the Cougar goal.
Now UQTR trying to respond. They come to Marceau. Ndai drops that back, and Achille has to hustle. Keeps it in play. Drops it back to Zuhir, and having to slide at that ball was Sulem. And Chanda now down on the pitch, as he might have gotten caught by that sliding tackle from Sulem. And we'll step aside now as Chanda gets looked at for a word from one of our sponsors.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
So Chanan Chanda is going to be subbed out here. What a game for him. His third goal of the tournament, and the only 2 goals of the game are off his boot. And into the game, number 21, Kwasi Oteng Frimpong. Was a second half substitute in yesterday's game against U of T as well.
Substitution pour Mount Royal, maintenant dans le match, le numéro 21, Kwasi Oteng.
And we'll have another substitution, this time for UQTR. Stepping off the pitch will be Amin Zuhir, and back on will be Madi Abbasi, and they desperately need him to find his scoring ways, as UQTR 15 minutes away from being sent to the bronze medal match. That's a big collision on the far side of the pitch as Sulem went spinning down to the turf.
UQTR substitution also in the 75th minute, now entering the match, number 17, Madi Abbasi, on in place of number 25, Amin Zuhir. That's Abbasi for Zuhir. Université Patriotes substitution.
But a good showing from Amin Zuhir, who appeared in only 1 game through the regular season for UQTR. Solid at the back. Now UQTR looking to respond and maybe get one on the board. So we're 14 minutes away from 90. Soulem. As it's time for the Patriotes to get urgent. Mersu wins that away from Green and gets taken down. It will be a foul. And a free kick in and around the 30-yard marker. So free kick for UQTR. Boivin stands over it along with Lassalle. And the delivery is knocked away at the top of the 18-yard box. Desjardins tries to put it back in. And the Cougars will break back the other way. And that long ball is through. Far side of the pitch, and a sliding play made by Achille snuffs out the Cougars' attack. Punted right back in. Achille. Back to La Charité. Now in the midfield. Here's Lassalle. Tries to play that through. Lalonde, a bit of a tumble, and now into the midfield. Oteng Frimpong taken down as he'd love to get loose here, and a long ball played in for Oteng Frimpong. It was out of his reach. Bechtel tries to play that through. Lalonde got in the way. Now Achille. Back on it. As we're in the 79th minute of play. 2-0 the Cougars lead over the UQTR Patriotes. Boivin. Oh, nice move by Boivin as he breaks through, but his pass back up top for Desjardins was easily intercepted by Bechtel as Desjardins was well too far back. There's been a Mount Royal University Cougars supporter in the stands this evening who has not stopped cheering on the Cougars. I'm sure you can hear his voice on the broadcast as UQTR tries to get one back here. Just past the post, it will be a goal kick. A goal kick for Strauss. 10 minutes to go. In this contest between UQTR and MRU. Out to touch again on the far side of the pitch. Green. Will take the throw. Swings it into Oteng Frimpong. All held up. Thought there might have been a call there. Nothing coming. And that will be on the far side as Lalonde is called on the foul. So MRU 10 minutes away now from a guaranteed medal. Since joining U Sports in 2012, they've been at this tournament twice only before this year, in 2023 and 2024, but have yet to medal. But if they can hold on to this 2-0 lead here, they'll be guaranteed to walk away with some silverware. I should say hardware, because they'll definitely be looking for the gold. Now that long ball is played in. Skips right to La Charité, and he'll move his troops up the pitch as quick as he can. Through the midfield. The Cougars back the other way. Ryu. Luca Paddock into the game for the Mount Royal University Cougars. 5'6" midfielder in his first year. Appeared in 14 games, goal and an assist in the regular season. Played in all Canada West playoff games, so now a chance on the U Sports stage. UQTR. And Green, not called on the foul there. Oh, and then he's bodied down, and the attack's still alive here though for UQTR. Top of the box, maybe a chance here, and it's sent over top. What a rush from Ndai. But all that comes is a goal kick. And we'll step aside now for a word from one of our sponsors.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
And that ball cleared over the fence. And somebody's going to have to head over to grab that, as a kind spectator on the far side will get us our ball back. And now Ndai, top of the box, lifted out. That shot is blocked. Strauss was diving to his right. Didn't have to make the save. Shots on goal, 5-2 in favor of the Mount Royal University Cougars. Attempts 13-10 for the Cougars as well, and that supports the scoreline up on the board, 2-0 for Mount Royal. Into the box, oh, what an attempt from Ndai. And just fingertips from Strauss as he forces his players back into the play. Great leadership from Strauss, and now it's going to be a corner kick for UQTR, as Strauss knows that this game isn't over yet. And high to the back post, it's flicked away from danger. And Paddock up the near side will look to hunt this ball down in the midfield. Green up on the attack. His first touch, not what he wanted, but he finds the trailer here. Walter on his left. Walter still going, tries to play it through to the far side for Flaxman, and Flaxman is dispossessed by Martel Khaté. Abassi trying to make something happen on the far side. 5 minutes away now from the 90-minute mark. And another substitution for the Cougars.
Now a substitution in the 86th minute.
And Kwasi Oteng Frimpong will be coming out. And Chanan Chanda will be coming back into the game. And for UQTR, Maxime Anabi makes his first appearance at the U Sport Championship. And we're going to get a bit of a dust up here, as I must admit I didn't quite notice what happened as these two teams come together. Down on the pitch is Paddock, and now Lalonde is into it here, pushing and shoving with a couple of the Mount Royal Cougars, and the referee and ARs have to get in here to try to sort this out. It's only a 2-0 game. 5 minutes to go. UQTR has to know that there's still life left in this game for them. Take a look at what happened here. Chanda and then Paddock, and Chanda obviously thought that Sulem made that tackle with the intent of hurting Paddock. I don't know. Nobody can know. But Chanda definitely has his mind made up. And then Lalonde as well was pushed a couple of MRU players. And as we get that all sorted out, we'll remind you that the road to the Vanier Cup begins next Saturday when the RSEQ Jacques Dussault Cup champions travel to Nova Scotia to visit and face the AUS Loney Bowl champs. Catch all the action next Saturday beginning at noon Eastern Time on CBC Gem and cbcsports.ca. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. So Paddock off on the far side of the pitch, and the referee has cards out, and a yellow card issued to Dorian Sulem, I believe. And he still got the yellow card out, so if I was anybody on the UQTR team, I'd be keeping my mouth closed at the moment. But Sulem, I thought that was a yellow card, but it must have been a red. You'll have to excuse me up here with the glare of the lights. Can get the colors mixed up. So Sulem sent off on a red card, I think after some conversation between the head official and his assistant referees. So UQTR down to 10. You see Paddock there on the far side. Mark on the inside of his right leg. Not sure if that was from the challenge from Sulem. So Paddock will head back into the game. And after all that, we'll surely have a lot of stoppage time.
Ejection to UQTR's number 4, Dorian Sulem, in the 87th minute. Carte rouge avec expulsion pour le numéro 4 des Patriotes, Dorian Sulem, à la 87e minute.
And Sulem will be unable to play in tomorrow's match for UQTR, which is a big loss for UQTR. The 6'2" defender in his 5th year of eligibility. Played all 12 games in the regular season, 2 goals and an assist for 3 points, and so strong at the back. Will not be available for if the scoreline holds the bronze medal game on Sunday.
Substitution for UQTR back in the 85th. Now to the match number 27, Maxime Nabi, on in place of number 18, Nicolas Desjardins, in the 85th. Substitution pour l'équipe qui vient. Maintenant dans le match de 27.
Back underway from Strauss. And punted up by Boivin. And as we've hit the 90th minute mark, we'll have a minimum of 6 minutes of extra time to chalk on to this game. UQTR down by 2 goals as this stringent defense from the Mount Royal University Cougars is holding firm for now. Up the near side. And that will be a foul called against Ndai. As he gets into the back of Clement Goy. Strauss to get us back underway. Trying to go for the diving header was Goy. And now Lalonde dispossessed by Goy, but it'll be a foul called against the Cougars, number 19. And now everybody forward for UQTR as La Charité sends that into the attacking penalty area. Headed forward by Ndai. And out for a throw-in for UQTR. Or pardon me, a free kick. As that was a foul call just around the 30-yard marker. Boivin over the ball. Boivin to try to get his team up on the score sheet, and that ball high to the back post. Out for a goal kick. And MRU can smell it now. So close to the final whistle. We've played maybe 3 minutes of the additional 6 in stoppage time here. Punted up by Strauss. Knocked forward by Maxime Anabi. And into the midfield. Jockeying for it is Marceau, who hasn't really been able to do much in the game. Oh, and that should be definitely a card, as Paddock has been really roughed up in the last few moments. Gets right back up though, which is fantastic to see. And that, a huge margin in fouls. The 18th foul in the game for UQTR, and I am baffled that there was no card on that play. That looked like a full-on body check. Take a look at that last collision with Paddock. And that, I mean, at this point of the game, when we've seen a red card already, I wouldn't have been surprised if that would have been a straight red. If not a yellow, but nothing at all is really surprising. As Boisvert just leaned into that. So a free kick for UQTR. As we must be nearing the end, but a substitution will halt the free kick and getting us back underway. And finally, La Charité will be able to kick us off. Swept into the box, looking for Marceau. And Sarge Strauss down to claim the ball. Three saves in the game for Sarge Strauss as it stands at the moment. Protecting the house. Ndai trying to turn with it. Oh. And back the other way come the Cougars. Ryu back through the middle. And a crack towards goal that just floats over top of the bar. La Charité back into the middle of the pitch, headed along, and Marceau. As that was a 50-50 battle between two players. Marceau went to the pitch, went down to the pitch. And Green will lump that back out into the UQTR half. Far side of the pitch, Sulem. Pardon me. Not Sulem, he's out on a red card. Achille. How's that intercepted by Bechtel? Now Bechtel gets shoved off the ball. It does stay in play. Finally goes off of Bechtel out to touch. Can't be long yet now. Out to touch again for another throw in. Put in play by Boivin. La Charité hassled, and that just about sums up the game. And you see what it means to Shanda. So much passion from that young man. And into the game, Clement Goy. And that'll do it. The Mount Royal University Cougars will play for gold in their third ever appearance at the U Sport Men's Soccer Nationals. They will face the York University Lions on Championship Sunday. So a 2-0 win for the Mount Royal University Cougars over the UQTR Patriotes, who will have to fight it out with Montreal for bronze. When we come back, we'll have the Nike Players of the Game and get you set for a consolation final tomorrow. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Once again, your final.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back to Varsity Stadium. The Mount Royal University Cougars just sealed the deal over the UQTR Patriotes. The Cougars will take on the Lions in the final. We'll take a look at how we got here and the bracket. So it will be the Lions against the Cougars in the gold medal game. And it will be a battle of Quebec for bronze. The UQTR Patriotes, the 8th seed, and the 2nd seed, Montreal Carabin, will battle for bronze. And now we'll join in with the public address announcers here at Varsity Stadium for the Nike Players of the Game.
It's now time to present our Nike Team Players of the Game. Please join us in welcoming on the field to make the presentations this evening. Jennifer Smart, U Sports Director of Sport. Firstly, from the UQTR Patriotes, des Patriotes de l'UQTR, le joueur de match présenté par l'équipe Nike est numéro 11, Alexandre Marcoux. Number 11, Alexandre Marcoux.
So the UQTR Patriot Player of the Game, Alexandre Marcoux.
And from the Mount Royal Cougars, please put your hands together for number 26, Ruben Kudelka.
And Ruben Kudelka, the Nike Player of the Game for the Mount Royal Cougars from Bernburg, Germany. An excellent showing from him in the back line today as he helped his team earn a shutout. As we'll take a look at the last goal scored in the game, some of the highlights from this semifinal. as it was a lovely run through the middle of the pitch by Jonathan Walter. All credit goes to him, or at least some of it should, because Chanan Chanda, of course, a beautiful finish into the back of the net to seal the deal and make it 2-0. So the Cougars move on to the gold medal game on Sunday. And we'll take a look at some of the final stats breakdown from this game. The shot attempt 17-7 in favor. Well, unfortunately, that's from our last game. But that was quite an affair. The Lions and the Carabin. The Lions will play for gold as well. They were our third match of the day. And now we'll take a look at the stats through this game today. Shots 14-12 for the Mount Royal Cougars. Shots on goal 5-3. And 3-save shutout for Sarge Strauss. So our next game comes your way at 5 p.m. tomorrow. UBC and U of T will battle it out for 5th place in the tournament. So on behalf of myself, everybody at our ISI crew, thank you for joining us. The final 2-0 as MRU advances over the UQTR Patriotes to the gold medal game. You've been watching U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
U Sports on CBC, présenté by l'U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veraburn Medical Supply, Les Bagues Baron Rings, a par and by BioSteel.